like it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're gonna start. I'm gonna start off with this shutdown thing, right? It's both sides, bro. It's both sides. Both sides. The problem why it's closed. Either side, either side can open this bitch back up. You know, and I don't give a damn what anybody say. I don't give a damn. Whatever, but you gotta say what you. If you think different than what I'm saying on this, I don't give a damn. Either side can open this bitch up, and if you don't see it that way, that's your hey, power to you. If you want to sit up over there and play these little games, these little political games and shit like that, thinking that you part of one of these motherfucking teams and shit like that, power to you. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all fucking sit there and y'all fucking religiously drink this fucking Kool-Aid. Y'all ain't part of nothing. Y'all ain't a part of none of this shit. Y'all, we all fucking pawns on this motherfucking chessboard, and y'all idiots keep coming out here, getting on your, being professional knee benders. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy how some of y'all out there act. You know? It's shocking. It's shocking to see grown ass motherfuckers literally act like this right now. Y'all motherfuckers not included. You're not included in none of this. I'm telling you, all y'all out there, when y'all want to laugh and giggle about the Eat Better Tonight card spigot being turned off, man, some of y'all motherfuckers are just nasty, evil. Some y'all just nasty, man. Like, I don't want nobody with the Eat Better Tonight card buying snacks and shit like that. Man, shut the fuck up. Like, okay, they can't enjoy what little they have. Shut the fuck up. You know, it's unfortunate, bro. It's really unfortunate. Like in this day and age, like grown motherfucking adults are still out here being, what's that, manipulated. Yeah, y'all being fucking manipulated, bro. Because the goalpost on why the government shut down keeps on moving. This side blames this person. This blames that person. They say the same shit over and over again. They already have a script on how they answer. They have a script on how they answer. This is the Schumer shutdown. Well, they voted against it 19 times. Why are we gonna talk to them? And the list goes on and on. They keep moving the goalposts, both sides, on why the government is still shut down. You know, and that whole nuclear option. The reason why nobody is did the nuclear option yet is because Trump ain't told them to pull the button yet. Because they all know if they pull that nuclear option, when they're not in control, they're going to be the ones that's going to be kicking and screaming. What's up, Bruce? And they know it. And they know it. They know if they pull that nuclear option, it's going to be a rat for them too. Because the Republicans ain't not. They're not going to be the the majority forever. You know, they're not going to be the majority forever. What Bruce said? Said, Mike, where you fucking been? I know, man. I've been hiding. Republicans run the X branch, the House, the courts. The shutdown is on them. Yeah, Bruce. They own everything, bro. Yeah. And every time there's a shutdown, right? Every time there is a shutdown, you know who they always say who shut down that was? They always say it was that president shut down. Because people, some of these grown ass adults out here, I'm not talking about like what happened in other administration, but I am going to talk about what's going on right now. And what's going on right now is, why are you backing up right there? Happening right now is like all these cats, right? I don't know if see, motherfuckers have amnesia. Like, I guess from all the knee bending they've been doing, and like it gave them amnesia. Sorry. Because I remember when Trump was running, all these cats came out and said, when Trump says jump, we say how high. I remember that. A lot of them senators came out and said that. A lot of these damn, I thought that was Don Lemon. A lot of these motherfuckers came out and said that shit, bro. Thought that was Don Lemon, man. I would have said, let me get an interview, bro. You know? Yeah, and every chance they get, bro. And they have to, because that's part of their script. I'm going right here. What the fuck are you doing? This dude literally shaking his head at me when it was his turn to go. Can't make this shit up, bro. I'm gonna park over there. I'll park right here for right now. It's on stuff. Yeah, man. Yeah, they keep. I don't know why they keep blaming this. There's only so many. You would think like it's only so far. You would think like at some point the Biden excuse is it ain't gonna work. You know, you would think that, right? You would think like at some point, like blaming. Hold up, what's that noise? Oh, it ain't me. You would think at some point like enough is enough. They'll grow the fuck up and move on, but nah, that's not what they gonna do, bro. They gonna keep pulling out the same old fucking game, playing the blame game, pointing the finger at each other, and not going nowhere. You know, the most craziest part that you see with all this stuff is that everyone knows that they could talk to each other, and both sides are refusing to talk to each other. They're refusing. They're refusing to sit at the table and hash out whatever they need to hash out to get this shit open. They're not. They refuse to talk to each other. You know? And I'm not gonna sit up over here and play games with these cats. I'm not gonna sit there and play games with these cats. It does seem like that, Bruce, is down to democracy versus monarchy. Yeah, it seemed like that because no matter how you spin it, No matter how you spin it and flip it, you know, is what that dude, is whatever Trump says goes. You know? And everybody was warned. Everybody was warned. Like I told y'all, he told y'all, everybody was fucking warned and nobody wanted to listen. And then y'all keep making all kind of excuses. I told y'all they was going to implement Project 2025. I told y'all. And what did some people out there say? He said he don't know nothing about it and this and the third. Like, oh, so you just going to believe him. And then, I forget which hearing it was, but you can go back on C-SPAN or YouTube, run it and pull it up. They had a hearing on something, and I forget what it was, but they had 5 people that written pieces in Project 2025 speaking in front of the Senate. So y'all motherfuckers can miss me with that shit, bro. Like he didn't know nothing about it. Like the author of 2025 is is on his staff. Exactly. He's on his staff. And he knew nothing about it. But he on the staff. He knew nothing about it, bro. It's astonishing how these people they say everybody lie. It's crazy how people say everybody lie, all these politicians lie, but the one person that can't lie is Trump. Yeah, that's Miss Katie. The one person that don't lie is Trump. Everybody else lie. I mean, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. On the phone. Let's keep it real. Right? Like everybody gives him the benefit of the doubt, but nobody else gets it. Nobody else gets that same respect. I'm telling you, man. The dude was not lying. He said he wanted to be a dictator for a day, and y'all thought that was funny. And y'all thought that was funny. A lot of people thought that shit was funny. And then some of the people made they made excuses. Like that's what he got to do to get the job done and stuff like that. So now everybody is cool with giving up their civil liberties. When y'all was just chatting 1776, when y'all over there talking about some bring American back to the good old days. But y'all okay giving up your civil liberties when your master does it. Think about it. Remember that whole big thing? Oh, the NSA spying on us. They holding all of our data and this, that, and the third. They violating our rights. Oh, where y'all at? Where the fuck y'all at? It seems like these motherfuckers is some timey ass motherfuckers. Just straight up sometimey. You know? Just sometimey, like. And I really don't blame them. I really don't blame people because they're just idiots. They're just idiots. You know, think about this. Trump and his kids and all that cryptocurrency, right? Ain't nobody worried about them. Ain't nobody worried. These motherfuckers still worried about Hunter Biden's laptop. They still worried about Hunter Biden's fucking laptop. They still worried about Hillary Clinton. They still worried about all this other shit. They ain't got nothing to do with 2000. They ain't got nothing to do with how we gonna move forward. They worried about Joe Biden's auto pen. You know, they ain't worried about these airplanes falling out of the sky. You got rid of DEI, now what's the excuse? You know? Because remember, they was blaming it on DEI. They was blaming that shit on black folk. Look, damn near it felt like. Now where y'all at? Just people are just sometimey these days. They don't know nothing. They don't know nothing. Didn't the airplane just jump out of the sky the other day? And go and oh, he almost busted his ass in that snow. He was almost a man down. Yep. I don't hear nobody blaming that shit on DEI. I don't hear a fucking peep. Yep. Yeah, that's what these people do, man. They're idiots. Motherfuckers are just idiots, bro. You know, the dude like literally told us to our fucking face. He literally told us to our face that he don't give, like he doesn't have a high regard for the Constitution. He don't even know if he has to follow it. He swore on it, but he literally said he don't even know if he has to follow it. See, you know, it's just all out all out there in our face, man. You know, this ain't something. You know, this ain't nothing that you gotta think fucking hard to get down to the bottom of it and all that shit. You don't. You don't, bro. This shit is nothing like that, bro. It's just, it's so obvious, man. This dude says, it's like almost when he says stuff, y'all think he fucking playing, and you start you start laughing and shit with him. He's like, y'all think this shit is a fucking game. Like what cockamamie ass idiot would, this is just all my 3 cents, would conjure up the idea of alligator fucking Alcatraz. What idiot would do something like that and think it's funny? You know? And then think that shit is funny. What idiot does shit like that? Then you put people there You know and everybody else know it doesn't suit. Like the conditions in there is like, I'll put it to you like this. Some of you, I have, but I've done a job similar to this, and there's a whole fucking criteria on what you have to give them and how you treat them. You know, you're not supposed to have prisoners or detainees or whatever you want to call them living in fucked up unsanitary conditions. No, because your main objective, one of your main objectives when you're working something like that is that, first of all, you don't want them getting sick. You don't want them getting sick. You don't want them getting sick. Because one gets sick, the next one gets sick, they all get sick. And you get sick. So you don't want nobody getting sick. Right? You want to make sure they're well fed and all that shit, but you definitely don't want nobody getting sick, man. That's why I was laughing. You put in the middle of a fucking swamp in an area where everybody knows it fucking what? It fucking what? It fucking floods. If you go, they build it right next to that airport, and that's the reason why the airport is closed. Because it floods. But but y'all don't see nobody go out. A simple fucking Google search, you could have found that out. And then y'all want to keep talking about some party of law and order and all that shit, right? Y'all motherfuckers keep bringing that shit up, but right in front of your face, this dude literally, who that, Gavin? Yeah, that's Gavin. This dude literally, right in front of y'all face, this dude hired, DeSantis hired his buddies, his homies, right, to build Alligator Alcatraz. He didn't do a bid. He didn't do nothing. He gave it to his buddies. That shit's illegal. That shit's illegal. Your ass just used state and federal funds to your ass used state and federal funds, right, to create a contract, and the contract was awarded to people that he knew. You know? That doesn't sound right. Do it. Because I thought as soon as your ass was using state and federal funds, you had to do an open bid. Especially of this magnitude. They should have, on this magnitude, that shit was supposed to be in the paper. That they was doing a bid on this, it should have been in the paper. It should have been on the news. It should have been all that. But instead, what these cats are doing is, see what they doing is they found out. It seemed like they found out this. It seemed like they found out that they could break all the rules, right? And the most that will happen is a is a court injunction. And that's it. So pretty much, that's what's been going on. They know it's wrong. They do it. Then they're just like, well, let's just see if the judges we put in will rule in our favor. So then, in turn, when you have these weird ass judges up there that rule in their favor for these fucked up ass shits, guess what happens? Now they eroding the judicial system, because now they're making presidents. You know, I don't know, man. I just think it's a bunch of baloney. I think it's a bunch of baloney. I think a lot of people out here need to wake the fuck up. They sleep. They sleep. A lot of people out here asleep, bro. They just sleep. It's unfortunate too. It's unfortunate you every time you turn around, man, it's another. And this time is weird, right? You got Comey and you got Letitia James, right? Got indicted, right? Right? Nobody knows will they get off or not, right? But I'm gonna tell you this one thing, right? You know that Comey case is nothing but a he said, she said. That's a he said, she said court case. And what do you have? Like, 1 minute you saying you indicting this guy for this, and then next thing you know it, you indicting him for something, a couple other things. These dudes, you motherfuckers, some of y'all out here asleep, because ain't no way in hell this guy's going after all these people, and it doesn't seem fishy. It doesn't seem fishy. It doesn't seem suspicious. None of that. It doesn't seem vindictive. None of that. To y'all, none of that. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.